Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday night, November 9th, my little brother's 60th birthday. He finally cannot deny it any longer. He's the big 6-0. He's officially ancient. Or old,
Not
however you want to
quite.
look. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving him a hard time. Great guy was
Speaking
first.
of ancient,
Yeah.
we
Well,
got a couple ancients in here, so
we have a few older. So someone hit a speaker bot. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with Google. It once again decided that I was not going to be live, so it went back to a non-live status. Anyway, Great Guy was first, Sam was second, Rick Lakes was third, John Williams says GPU broken. I'm not sure what he means by that. John Loy Sr. was fifth. Hello, John. Hello, John. The two John, John Williams and John Loy Sr. Jeff is here. Parker Morris is in the chat. Hello, Parker. And wait a minute. I didn't hear or see the exclamation. Well, it probably was when it was not live. Did the exclamation K play or not? I have no idea. Mike Wojcik's joining us in chat. Nope. Speaker bot it's on. And I tested it earlier. And it worked earlier. But it's not working. What the heck? I give up. Why do I even bother to do these things?
the old Ken Stout effect strikes again.
Something going on. Well, I did change something in SpeakerBot, StreamerBot, and it did work. It does work, or it was working. And now suddenly, it's not. And when I say less than 30 minutes ago it was working at 9:30. Yeah, SpeakerBot's temporarily off. I'm trying to restart them to see if it's going to become active or not. Give me a moment. I'll tell you when they should be hot. I know GPU is your graphics card. I don't recall making mention of that. Okay, so let's see. See if that works.
Ken Stout Live said hello to everyone.
Okay, SpeakerBot and StreamerBot are now functioning at least with the exclamation C command. That did work. I will let everyone else. There we go. And there it's working. See, that is so annoying that you cannot not miss it. You know? A couple of them can slide by and you may or may not see them, but that you can't ignore that. I mean, there's just no way you can not hear that. So, yep, it's back for the moment, Tony. It is back as of now. Sean Gallagher says, welcome to homie. So now he did that by going down to the $, and if you do that, you get a one-time deal to say, hey, I've been a member for so long. I think Mrs. K, I've already done hers. I'll check on hers. No, apparently I did this the other night. So right now I'm on Mrs. K's account on Firefox. I click on the $, and it says super sticker, super chat, membership gifting, and free membership milestone chat. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on send. And it's going to pop up, and it's going to say, as it did just then in the stream, Lorna Stout, member for 4 months, homie. And since I only have one level, of course it's going to be homie. So, it's just another new thing they've got going. Yeah, it's just another new little gimmick they've got, Tony. Doug Betts is in the house. Hello, Doug. Doug is in chat. Good to see Doug. Zoom is running if you'd like to join us on Zoom. And if you forgot the credentials or can't get them to work on your phone or anything along those lines, I think you have them, though. So, scary day in football today. I use Oh, there, Mrs. K. There, now it's working. Good deal. Now I did make a major change on one of the effects for StreamerBot. Most of them are in the background. This one is in the foreground. This one takes place over everything because I tested it under both foreground, background, and it looked really horrible.
John Williams said hello, Doug.
I must put my avatar on for a quick moment. I apologize. I have to answer a text. And I am back. Where were we? EL. Did that work? Mrs. K has got an ad, and that's still live for me. No, try BH. Try exclamation BH. Bravo Hotel. That one has changed. For now. I may change it back. I was
You
doing
mean
all
BH
kinds-
isn't about our buddy BH Ringer?
No, and BH Ringer had a live stream tonight, and I joined it briefly. They had their normal Saturday night live, or not Saturday Night Live deal, but their normal Saturday night thing that they do, which is quite entertaining. So I showed you guys this last night, and I did finally get it to where it's somewhat functioning. It's not 100% right yet, and there's little things I want to do to it to see if I can maybe sell it a little bit better than what it already is. I do have the premiere in the making. I will tell you it's about 1.5 minutes long right now. I want to go about 10 minutes. And it's going to be tough. I actually wanted to have it done so that I could point tonight's show, which I'll do it tomorrow night now, to the premiere on Monday. I think I can do that. I don't know for sure.
10 minutes, that's too long.
I agree, Doug. I'm sorry, Greg. I agree. That's why I want to keep it lower than that or right around that. The other day when I think it was 29 minutes, that's just too long. That's entirely too long. And I have another experiment that may be coming up tonight involving a live stream. There may be a live stream too. I may go out and howl at the moon if I keep getting these messages.
John Williams said, who does Indiana play next week?
They are on the bye week, thank goodness.
Engrish.
Maybe, maybe not. They don't play Ohio State until 2 weeks from today, and that could actually hurt them. I really kind of wish they were going in to play Ohio State next week while today's game is still fresh on their mind. I don't know. I've said all along that I think they'll suffer at Ohio State. I think that'll be their only loss. I really do. Even though Nebraska went into Ohio State and gave them a game, and it was late fourth quarter heroics that allowed Ohio State to come back and win. Indiana today never trailed. Well, they did trail in the game, but once they got a lead, they never trailed, and it got down to 2 points at one point in time. But then Indiana finally decided to wake up and play football, and they held on and won the game by 5 points. It's a good game to watch. I mean, I had on my IU shirt for the game, and I thought, if they lose this game, I'm never wearing that shirt again because I jinxed them by wearing that shirt. So, I want to say Ohio State plays Northwestern, I think, I think they just played Penn State. Oh, Bobby Allison passed away, in case any of you are NASCAR fans.
John Williams,
I just
it is
saw it
currently
on my
51.1
sports
degrees
thing.
Fahrenheit, 10.6 degrees Celsius, and overcast in Madison, Wisconsin.
I'll take care of this. I don't have any co-hosts yet, so I'll deal with that. Now I lost my train of thought. Scary that I have a train of thought. They played Northwestern. Ohio State travels to Northwestern. That'll be a walk in the park for them. They won't lose that game. So
John Williams said I met Allison at the
Well,
gas station
big
in
upset
Miami.
today.
You watch
Kansas
it?
beat Iowa State
Kansas won, right?
45-36.
And their opponent was a ranked team, right?
Iowa State was still number 17 even after one loss.
Right. Now they'll drop out of the top 20, maybe even top 25. Miami got beat today too. They are no longer undefeated, and I think IU might jump from 8th to 6th, maybe 5th, but that's a bad thing as well.
We play Arizona State next week and then Cincinnati. We should win those, but then we got to play Iowa State the last game.
John Williams said he met Allison at the gas station in Miami. That would be kind of interesting. Long Dog said he ran into John Force at a ticket booth at a track where VIP people, and I got to get my cursor out of the way, go to pick up the tickets. That would be pretty neat. That would be a once in a lifetime thing, I'm sure. So, I want to check something here real quick. All right. This is probably going to be not understood, but you'll understand when the show is over.
Damn, makes me feel old. Bobby Allison was 86.
I
Damn.
saw that. I saw that. I didn't realize he was that old.
I can remember, when he was one of the main guys in the sport, and
Yep.
it doesn't seem that many years back.
Nope.
Guess that's what happens when you get old and mentally decrepit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Well, see, that's the beauty of age, right? You can ramble on and it don't matter.
It's like when you start losing your marbles. Doesn't care. You can wrap your own Christmas presents.
Hide your own Easter eggs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
86, finished.
The things to look forward to, I tell you. I went to Greg's favorite store today.
John Williams said it was in the mid-70s when I met Bobby.
Was a racer too. There's
Donnie,
another one.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I think there was one more, but I'm not 100% sure on. I used to follow NASCAR pretty tightly, but I've lost interest. I used to follow IndyCar super tightly. I've lost interest in that. I still follow basketball, college, collegiate, and football. The pros, it's a business, so I don't really follow it.
Having Googled Donnie Allison here just now, they got a photo of him when he's young.
Yeah.
Who do you think? And you know who he reminds me of a little bit when he was young? Joe Namath.
Yeah,
I can see
that. Yeah, I can see that. Joe Namath's got to be late 70s, early 80s, don't he?
Yep. He was born 1939. Whatever the hell that makes him.
That would make him 86. Or soon to be. Because my mom was born 38. She
85,
just turned 87.
yeah, he's 85. Just turned 80. All right.
Man, that is old. Walmart was an interesting adventure today, more so than normal. I went down, I had to go to the health and beauty section, and then I thought, gotta go to the food section, I might as well go via the TV section, so I went and priced a couple of TVs. And they didn't have anything that was jumping out and appealing to me, so not that I need a TV, I don't need another TV. Just in case one goes bad, I need to have a plan in action to replace it so that I
don't know about your Walmart. You go to the health section and all of that, the beauty section, where they got hair stuff and shaving cream. It was like half the crap's locked up now.
Yeah, anymore. At least half of it.
We got to go down to the enclosed area where all of the lipsticks and this and that and the other thing are,
right,
and get somebody to come back out and unlock half the stuff, and then you got to go back to that register to pay for it right there.
That's the theory behind it, yes. But half the time in our Walmart, they'll unlock it and they'll say, "Get what you want." You get it, you walk away, and they don't ever make you go pay for it right then and there,
Boy,
which is silly.
not with mine. They ask me what I want, and they take it out and take it to the register.
Wow. Now, I did see two interesting things at this Walmart. Well, I saw a bunch of interesting things.
Well, sometimes, but
Someone took a thing of donuts, and you could tell what they were doing. You could tell they were walking through the store and eating these donuts, because it got to a certain point where it was time to discard the half-eaten box of donuts, one of which still had a bite mark on it. Yes, it was funny. So funny. Long Dog's having a senior moment. Long Dog, you're not qualified to have a senior moment. You're not quite there yet. I'm barely there.
what?
I'll
That
catch
same
up
thing.
with this.
That
what?
same thing happened. That same thing happened to me, Jeff, at Pine Bluff. At Pine Bluff Walmart one time, we was in there, and I needed to get a new TP Link router for my grandma, because she was still living at her house at the time, and I went back there. The case was locked, and I had to wait for somebody to unlock it, and then then they walked it up there to the front. They wouldn't let me. They would not just hand it to me and let me.
Well, now in our electronics department, like if I want to buy a flash drive or something, those are locked up, and they offer to ring them up back there, but they do not require me to, which is interesting. But the health and beauty section, well, you got to do it at that damn register.
Yeah.
Well, it's like in the grocery store. That whole section now in Smith's grocery store here. Got a register there, and after that section is locked at night, you can't buy anything there.
It's almost like they almost
John
want
Williams said Justin
want you.
Alger
It's
just
almost
won
like
the
they're forcing
Xfinity
you to
Championship.
order stuff online, so you don't have to deal with all
Well,
that.
there's somebody in that section during most of the hours, but say store closes at 11 after 9 o'clock, whoever has been manning that section goes home or goes to another section. They just lock it up. Now, I have not tried to ask somebody at the front register late at night, but even in the self-service registers at my Smith, by the time they're getting near closing time, out of 12 registers, there's probably 4 active.
That's good. That's 1/3. Our Walmart, they shut all the registers down at 6 o'clock, and you have to go through self-service.
Well, no, I'm talking about self-service registers.
Oh, self-service. You have 12 self-service registers?
In our
Wow.
Smiths.
Man.
Now, most of them are small, only enough to hold like 2 bags worth of groceries.
Yeah,
But they have 2 large ones at the back end where I can do a whole cart full of groceries.
I got
Probably part of.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's probably part of what did. Probably part of what made them do away with our Mad Butcher grocery store. It's because that store never had any self-service registers. It was always, all their checkouts were always had people. They never had any of the fancy machines.
I don't remember the correct name for it, but over by my bank, right next to that, is a Walmart grocery store. Now, you can have other stuff drop there and go get it, but it's just mainly a Walmart grocery store.
Marketplace?
Yeah,
It's a neighborhood. The name is a neighborhood market, I
that
believe.
sounds right.
No.
And in that store, it's only self-service registers. You cannot find a regular register anyplace. They don't have them.
So I would just wonder if that place that closed in Sheridan, if it's going to reopen under a different name or even a different type of store altogether.
Well, it hasn't yet. Well, the company that closed it, they still have other stores and other other cities,
Okay.
but the closest one is like
John
30 or
Williams
40
said
minutes
NASCAR
down the road.
championship is tomorrow.
Hello,
So, but
Doug.
for whatever reason, they just closed. Or
Now, what was the name of that again, Alex?
the Mad Butcher.
Yeah, Mad
There's
Butcher.
like it's a subsidiary of like a Piggly Wiggly or
Okay,
other.
I've heard of them. I've never seen one. Thank you.
I suddenly can't type.
Well,
That
what
looks
to
like
do?
the old Kerry Studio A.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I think
kitchen.
that's Doug's. I think that's Doug's dining room.
Yeah, it looks like the kitchen back there.
Wait, let's verify that. Let's spotlight him and make sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that looks really familiar. We had a lot of Vietnamese food on that island right there.
Okay.
It was good. So, how are you tonight, Doug?
I'm good. I'm
Good to
good.
see. Good to see you.
It's not quite finished with
John
dinner
Williams
when your
said
show
Joey who?
started.
Anything good? Your dinner, not my show.
Some kind of chicken noodles and broccoli. Some prepared dinner.
Broccoli, like broccoli.
Broccoli's all right.
I
Yeah,
had
but I cooked
leftover
pizza.
stuff from the Panda Express, and there was a lot of broccoli in it. So,
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Can
yeah,
imagine.
We had pancakes, bacon, and sausage. My sister and nephew. My sister came up. She cooked it all and brought it all over with the nephew. So we had. That's what we had.
that's good.
Doug, when you get back to taking customer requests and things on your channel, let me know because I have an issue with Google that I'm interested in to see what you think about it.
Well, that's yeah. That I guess I haven't reaffirmed that recently, but that is still a priority. Taking questions from chat
Okay.
or email. What?
I know what you said, but I can't tell you what I heard. But that's why I laughed.
I think I
We
heard
might
the
do
same
it on
thing.
some Saturday then. Basically, what's happening is I'm sitting here watching monitoring myself on the show on Google Chrome, and by itself, without me touching, my hands can stay right here for the entire duration of the show. It will go from a live status to a non-live status, and
Yeah.
I don't. So you've experienced this as well?
No, I haven't. But what I was wanting to suggest is that you use Shift Escape to bring up the browser task manager and watch the buffering, the queue of the information. Let's see. Now, is that the one I want to do, or Stats for Nerds? No, Stats for Nerds is the one you should be using, not the browser task manager.
Stats
So-
for Nerds. That is an OBS function or a YouTube
That's
function?
on YouTube. Right-click on the video that you're monitoring.
Okay.
So
Oh,
right-click
Stats
on the
for-
video, then you get that menu and the Stats for Nerds. Watch
Got
the buffer health. On the right-hand side of the buffer health line, you'll see the number of seconds that are in the buffer.
Right.
So you will probably see that going down, and it's probably that you don't have enough data coming in on that monitoring stream, possibly because your computer's too busy doing other things. I'm suspecting that might be the issue, but watching that
It might
when
be.
you have that problem should give some information about that. The network activity line will show when content is being downloaded to that video that you're watching, which is your video, obviously.
Right.
So it looks like you're looking at that right now,
I am.
right? How many seconds buffer health do you have?
0.66 and then it dropped down to 0.44. Now it's building back up.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
And it's still live. It hadn't dropped out of the live status yet. So I've got OBS running. I've got Zoom running. I've got Streamer SpeakerBot running. And I got a Firefox tab open. That's all that's running on the Streamer machine right now.
Okay. How about if you go to another browser tab and do a speed test while all of this is happening? That'll show how much extra headroom your computer has for downloading. And it's the downloading that you're going to be concerned about for the stream that you're monitoring. You want Alex to tell you how to do the speed test?
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Hello.
Downloads 926.92. I'm connected out of 9-Star Connect in Greenfield, Indiana, which is roughly 40 miles away. And
So you have,
go ahead.
you have gigabit, don't you?
Yes.
John
Uploads
Williams said hello
858.
Alex and Doug. Lol.
Okay, so it's not your not your download speed issue. Some other reason your Chrome browser is not bringing in the data fast enough.
Okay, now
But if you keep that stats for nerds open, and when you lose the live, you should be able to see something going on. And I'm seeing that I'm losing live right now.
well, I'm not live, but my buffer health is at 24.97 seconds, so it actually increased when I'm not live.
24 seconds?
Yep, 24.23,
Oh,
25.
that's huge. That's huge.
So I'm going to click on live, and it instantly reset to 0, and it started out at 0.89, and it's just dropping like a bomb, or brick, or whatever you want to call it.
The buffer health is dropping from 0.89.
Yep, it's down to 0.75.
But before you went live, you said your buffer health was up like in the 20s, didn't you?
24.
20.
Yes. Yeah.
Not 0.24, but 24
no.
seconds.
24 point something. Yeah, 24.
Wow.
So I'm going to go to a different tab and see. I'm going to see if I can force it to not be live.
Well, you can pause, or you can slow down. You can slow the video down by doing Shift, comma.
Well, I went to a different tab, and that took me out of the live status. It's no longer live. And my buffer health is now 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So I have good buffer health when it's not live. That makes no sense. So now I'm going to click on...
when you lose the live, how about if you try speeding up the video instead of clicking live? Speed up the video by holding down Shift and press period.
Somebody's doing a speaker bot. So Shift period, and it'll speed up.
Yeah, and you should see the number showing on your video.
I'm sharing my screen to you guys. Maybe I can't do it after we end because the stream won't be going. So Shift period again.
Your mouse has to be located inside the video frame when you do that.
Like right in here somewhere? I mean, it shouldn't matter where it's at as long as it's on the video, right?
Let me go over to Zoom because you're sharing it there. Okay. So go ahead and do the Shift period. Well, I don't know, when you're sharing your screen, did you see the speed indicator show up on the screen? Because maybe that doesn't come over Zoom.
No, there's no speed indicator coming up on here.
All right.
I'll do an L. How about isn't L a command? Yeah, that's not even working.
Maybe click in the video, because if the video isn't active for your mouse, you may not get the
okay, there we did get it, and it jumped up to 12 seconds briefly, 15 seconds. All right.
Well, now you're not. Did you speed it up? Because I didn't see that. I was on another screen at the time.
I did. So I'm going to go Shift period again, and in the middle of the screen, it has the double arrows to the right there.
Well, that's not what I'm expecting to see. You should be seeing a number indicating how fast your video is playing.
I'm not seeing that. So we're currently running. We're currently not live. Shift period.
There, I saw the 1.75 in the middle upper area of the screen. It's in the area where your stats for nerds is showing. It's a little bit above that green line.
Okay.
So try it again. Try it again. There it says 2x.
Yeah, 2 times. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay.
That's where the number is showing up. So now, since you're going double speed now, your buffer is catching up, and I see that your buffer health has gone down. It looks like it's going down to 0.
Yeah, and I'm back to live status as well. So, all right, let me get back to the show so we don't completely bore them. I will experiment with that. Long Dog is asking Doug, what if you were to adjust some of the performance tabs in Google Chrome? Like, for example, I can close this. I only have 2 tabs. I know. The world's going to stop spinning here in just a second. I only have 2 tabs running in Google Chrome right now. The studio and the live stream. That's it. I mean, normally, yes, I'm a full disclosure. I usually have about 10 or 15 tabs running all the time, but I've only got 2.
Do you have any other browsers open?
Firefox, yes.
Okay, how many tabs does it have open?
1. Yes, I know. There's something drastically wrong with me.
Your
John
OBS
Williams
bits
essaye
per
Goodbye
second. What is it set to?
OBS?
It was showing,
I have no idea what it's set to.
it shows on the status bar on the bottom of OBS.
The one that's fluctuating and it says 70, 52, 72, 17, that one?
John Williams said subscribe,
so.
subscribe.
It's in the low 7s, thousands.
7,000. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, anyway, it's bouncing anywhere from 7,000 something up to 72,000. 7,200. 700 to 7200.
Okay, that's
I
normal.
get confused here. Uh-oh, I'm into Doug Betts overtime.
Oh,
This is interesting. I really would like, because this has been happening a lot, actually. And it's weird. I mean, I'm going to open a tab, maybe. And I'm not going to open anything. I just opened the tab. I'm going to go back, and it's no longer in a live status. So it's kind of crazy. Anyway, let me wrap the show up. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, the email will come up right there. Send me an email. We'll get you the creds, get you on here. I want to give the generic thank you to everyone on YouTube for being here tonight. Also want to thank the homies and Doug and Alex and Jeff and Sam and Greg and Rich and Bill and Darren and Susie and Betty. Oh, wait, that's another subject. I will see you guys tomorrow
John Williams
night.
said goodbye, Ken.
Good night, John. Go Joey Logano. It's a done.